Um, it's so much wind here, but I just hope the audio is clear. Now, I got myself wondering. There is this statement that Jesus said to this man. I don't remember his name, but he said. I just paraphrase the saying that he said. Why would a son ask his father of bread and give him? Is it snake? And there might be what I'm thinking of is that there might be a reason why Jesus specifically said those words. There was a backed the message that he said. The those words were actually backed up by something that he knew. And I don't know if the audio will be clear. Let me just check and hear and confirm the audio is clear. Then I'll continue. Yes, the audio is clear, only that there are some sheep, some domestic animals here, which are making so much noise, even now. But they are alarms anyway. I don't think it will affect the audio quality of the audio. But anyway, back to the point that I was talking about. Now Jesus said, "Why would a son ask his father of bread, and instead his father gives him is it snake?" And I want to believe there might have been a reason why he said those exact words. He didn't use any other words that relate to whatever he was saying. Of course, I can accept that it was a library, actually not a library, but it was kind of a parable or a metaphor or something from the basic English that we are taught. But I have reasons to believe that there was a heavy message behind that. And when you analyze those words, I want to, you might be prompted to ask. I don't know what is the context of that place when Jesus said those words, but anyway, I'll just continue and I'll say, in this world that we are living in, people have their opinions. People have whatever they want to say. They want to. You see, the human was meant to communicate. The human mind, and for that matter, the human mind was meant to explore. You cannot say that it will stay for in a specific or in one place for a long time. The human mind was created to just adventure, talk about things, and have different opinions on. Just basically, it was just meant to be dynamic, to be thinking, to be processing, to be coming out with ideas, to be dreaming, and everyone holds their opinion, and they are right, and their opinion becomes a fact when it is backed up by evidence. Okay, fine. It's fine. Now, my point is now the idea that I'm trying to bring out is that as long as we have the master, okay, let me not call it master, but you have this notion that the world we are living in is just unfair or very fair according to the place that we are living in, and most of the people say that the world is very unfair. It doesn't give you what you want, but I have reasons to believe otherwise. The world is very fair. Now, look at how look at the situation in which these people who say the world is very unfair, their environment, how they are and how they are living in. They wanted something, they wished for something, but didn't get it, and had to go a long way so that they can get what they wanted. That's the reason. That's where their opinion came in, because it is backed up there by facts, something that they have gone through, something that they have experienced themselves. On the other hand, look at people who have this opinion that the world is very fair. Well, they are right, and I'm not here to judge based on the two cases in which I'm talking about. The two sets of people, they are very right when they say that the world is true, the world is fair, and the world is not fair. Now this depends on what you have gone through or have experienced, and now you have something to say about it. Now think about this. People who say that the world is very fair. I want you to look. I've actually thought about it. I was thinking about how the world is very fair is just a notion in which can be proved by nature. Now, the other day I watched this clip. Is it a clip in a YouTube channel somewhere? And it was talking about the main content that was being posted there is that there are people who are living with, let me not call them disability, but they are somehow not natural. They're somehow not you see how the human body looks like, and it is very normal. If you see that you see the human figure, the human body, it is quite somehow symmetrical, and everything is in shape, everything is in its proportional size. Look at the head is quite it is somehow very balanced with the body. It is not big, not that small. Essentially that's what the body of a human being was supposed to be like. Now, except that there are some exceptional, I've just used exception and exception in the same sentence. Anyway, I'll make that sentence. So, except that there are different cases in which human can appear or can be born, and that's now the content that was based in that YouTube channel. What I came across is that there was this story of this man that had these twins that were conjoined. I don't quite remember their names, but what they look like. Actually, let me just research their names and come back with their names, because just confirm. Yes, I've just confirmed the names. They are called Abby and Brittany Hensel. Guess the Hensel is their surname. Now, back to my point. These two people are conjoined together. Their heads, actually, not that their heads are conjoined, but they have separate heads, but they have the same body. And from their story, I would really, I'm really tempted to ask very many questions. But that's not the point today. But my point is, these people are very joined together. They are living the same. They are living multiple, actually two lives, in one life. Like, okay, I don't know what if the point I can deliver very correctly. But my point is, they are living different lives, okay? But they are joined together through their bodies. Because during their, I guess in biology, you call it through the process of zygote division. Is it a division or the blastocyst? In that process where after the sperm meets the ovum and it fertilizes it, that blast that ball, let me call it ball, but it's not the correct name. Let me just call it ball. It starts to divide, and the twins starts to form in that division. Somehow they got stuck at each other. The head had actually separated, only that the body decided not to complete the process. These people are living together. They are sisters and brothers. Sister and sister, actually, for that matter. They are sisters, blood sisters. And you want to look at their lives in this angle. They are living together, yes. And they have come to appreciate that they are living together. Now, you want to go to another place. Okay, I've pointed that into one case. On the other hand, there's someone somewhere, some twins, some sisters, some brothers who are twins but are separated. They are living in different lives, and what they are living in, my goodness, trying to articulate the point is just difficult. Okay, I'll try as much as possible to explain it. Now, these twins are separated, and they want really to live very different lives, although they are from the same blood. And actually, they don't love each other. That brings an aspect of division. Now, look at the two cases. They are twins who are joined together, but have appreciated to live together and love each other how they are. And look at the others who are separated and want to live different, and they hate each other like shit. From the two cases, what can you conclude? Yes, my mind tells me, wow, the world is very fair. Look at this, who love each other very much, and look at the other who don't love each other. The equation balances, right? Yes, very right. The equation balances. Here, on the other hand, is they love each other. The other end, they hate each other like something else. I want to give another case in which I saw in that is it that channel, those videos that I was watching in that channel. I don't remember the name. There's this young, actually this old middle-aged man who has this condition in which his testicles are so much huge. They are huge. They are like, imagine the testicles can fit in when you are standing, and your legs are separated. Imagine his testes can can fit in that space. Now that is what the life that he was still living in. He has very huge testicles, big and actually heavy. From the estimation, the organ could have taken actually half or even 3/4 of his weight. That's one scenario. Go on the other end, in somewhere in the world, and you find that there's a man somewhere who has very small testicles. They cannot even be seen. They are not even visible with the eyes. He has to be scanned so that the testicles can be seen. Look at now to the point that I'm trying to make. Look at how there's so much contrast between the two. One has very huge, and there's someone actually who has very small organ, the same organ that I'm talking about. Again, there's someone who has very big testicles, and okay, not as large as that one. Now I'm going to another case, whereas there's someone else who has actually one testicle. What is the conclusion from that, Nini? Is the world fair? Is it answering the question? Is the world fair? Well. Okay, I want to look at this other scenario in which this man has very huge. Actually the case that I've just given. The man has this huge testicle. There are a bunch, or let's say hundreds of men that are living in the same condition, but their testicles are very small. They are quite a number. Now I want to go to know the majority of the people who have normal size of their organs. They are quite a number, but bring that down. Focus on the two, the ones they actually focus on that one, and the others who do not have very many, actually very large testicles. If you look at what they lacked, the size that is lacking, so that it could be called normal, when they add up for all the men that are there, it has been taken. Actually, this is the point. The person that is holding the size of this people's sizes that were supposed to be normal has been taken by someone, and it has turned out to be one big testicle. That's the point that I'm trying to make. There are people who are lacking, and there are many, and there's someone who has it all, and has even larger, and it is actually bringing some discomfort to him. Is the world really fair? Well, my mind says yes. Now I want to look at another scenario, another example. There is this barren woman living in just somewhere on this earth. I do not want to give a specific place. Maybe he's living on the west of this world, and now this west. She's living in west, in a western place in this now, basing on the. You get the point anyway. In this world, and now there's a woman somewhere again on this world, who is living on the eastern side of the world, who has who is actually the opposite of the other woman. She's very fertile. She has given birth to almost 15 kids, and still continues to give the birth. And look at the two cases. Is the question, is the world fair or unfair to them? Okay, judging from the point of observation, you're just observing. Is the world really fair? Now that's one scenario. I bring you to the other scenario. There are many barren women somewhere living in their own lives, and they have accepted that it is that way. And now focus on this person, this woman who is very fertile and has given very many kids. On a weighing scale, put the very many women who have, okay, let's say 15 women who are barren and have been placed in a weighing scale somewhere. Okay, I've placed them in a weighing scale, and now this person, this other woman that has children and is very fertile, I have put them in the other end of the weighing scale. Is the world really fair? The answer is yes. It lacked somewhere on this other end, but it got balanced in the other end. Now, let me look at another scenario. There are a bunch of very poor, I don't know how to mention the word poor, but there are about, let's say, 200 or 500 not financially capable, and the situation they are in is they are not very rich, they are very poor, they do not own anything. Not that they have land, no, they don't have house, they don't have cars, they don't have anything. Those are 500 men. Now there's a certain man somewhere living his best life. He's very rich. He has numerous and huge parcels of lands, huge, quite a number of hectares of land. Actually, by the way, what is bigger than a hectare? Is it an acre? No, a hectare is bigger than acres. Anyway, my point is, this other man has very many houses, has very many, cars, has very many, whatever you call it, whatever you describe as owned by the rich. He has it all, and he has the huge amounts. Actually, he has numerous sizes of what you might mention there. From the two equations, when you add the two in a weighing scale, is the world really fair or very unfair? The answer is yes. The world is very fair. The men do not have, these 500 men do not have, but it has been balanced when this other man, this one single man, has them all. Wow, this is quite interesting. Now, I want you to look at another example. There's this divided family. They live in hate. They do not love each other, and there are quite a couple of them. Several families that are living like that. They are living in hate. They are living in generally they are just living in another world that you really do not want to associate with them. On the other hand, there's one family that is living its best. They love each other. They are living in joy. They are living in happiness. They are just living the normal family that people are supposed to live. When you look at the two cases, is the world fair? Yes, the world is really fair, because whatever is lacking here, it is on the other end. Now, let's look at another scenario. I have so many examples to give. There's a certain area in this world. Let me just give an example. It is called Sahara Desert. Okay. Sahara Desert is somewhere in the world. It doesn't hold life. Okay, it has life, but not many plants can grow in it. Very few, countable. 1, 2, 3 plants can live in that place very comfortably and can survive there. On the other end, there is Amazon forest, which has so much rain, which has so much variety of plants, which has so much to offer to living organisms, which has so much to offer to life, nature. There's actually a comparison, there's a contrast between the two. You can see that the other is lacking, but the other one has so much, has in very plenty. And you might want to actually, as you are looking at the two, you might want now to look at the normal places, normal geographical place. Okay, it is supporting life, but in a medium basis. It is not offering so much, it is not offering less, it is just there, it is average. And from just the example itself, the last example, you might see that the world is very, very, very fair. There's what you might consider average, there's what you might consider very low, there's what you might consider very high. And from the two cases, you'll come to appreciate that life is very balanced. What is not here, it is found there. And when I start to look at it, when I start to analyze this subject that I'm talking about, I've come into conclusion that as much as you may say, whatever you might say, whatever you might consider as your opinion, whatever you might think of, the fact remains that the world will always be fair. And when I think about it, whenever you want something, or when you want something but the world is not offering, make sure you go to the other end so that you can find it. It is in plenty, only that you are not giving enough efforts so that you can find it. Basically, the point that is being strengthened on this topic that I'm talking about, you can get anything in this world. You can get everything you might want, you might wish for in this world. And I have come to conclusion that, yeah, I've actually mentioned it. The world is very fair. So you have just to find out what you want to do to get what you want. Anyway, I've taken so much energy to explain that point. But yeah, I guess the point is home. So Today is on 22nd. Is 22nd or 23rd? Yeah, likely 22nd. I might think so. So, there are these conversations that are going on in Kenya right now about this general that died on a chopper crash. And people have come in with very many opinions. As I was saying, people are coming in as with a variety of reasons, speculations again. But when something happens, you just have no control over it. You're just left with, okay, whatever happened, and you are not in control of that. People are saying that now General Gola, now he was the CDF chief general commander in chief, chief of I don't know whatever, but he was the lead in the KDF, Kenya Defense Forces, and he died in the chopper nini. And now my point was, people are saying very much that he tried to oppose Ruto's victory when he was being elected as the president. And people are saying that, other people are saying that, okay, fine, maybe it was an accident, a normal accident. Why don't you consider that? People are saying much, but my opinion is, whatever happened, and we cannot reverse that. And now, I was going through a comment of a post about the same. And what I concluded is that Kenyans can just make you laugh when you didn't want just to laugh. So another accident has happened in, I guess, Malaysia, where two choppers have just collided and 10 people have died. And comments were saying that you see that it's not only Kenya that that thing can happen. Also, other areas can happen. Things like that can happen. And what is the conclusion behind it? Now, let me just go back to the comments that were saying about Kenyans were saying on the comments. Now, there are people who are saying that, who are of the opinion that things happen and nini. And now there are these very funny people. You will actually be laughing in a very serious and a sad matter. Because Kenyans, I don't know how they think. I tend to believe that Kenya is not a it's not a real place. It's actually a meme country. So a comment says, how it's going, Ruto might actually consider not taking chopper rides and traveling by air. He might want to just travel through his wheelbarrow. With the way it's going, Ruto might consider not traveling by air, because he might die. He will consider going by road via the wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow reflects on the campaign manifesto in which he was giving in. And I laughed so hard. But I've actually quit Facebook because of that. I've actually logged out, because Kenyans can just make you laugh in scenarios. They make joke in where it wasn't supposed to be funny, but is the country for me. I love being in Kenya. I love being Kenyans. And there's these politicians that says Kenya is our country and Kenya is our business. Okay, this is how he says it. Is it Africa? Africa is our business. It's good to have those vibrant moments in life, because you start to look things in the, like, you stop being glued in sad state, and you just shift. Generally Kenyans are just people who just will never live a normal life. We must always make jokes about anything. And by anything I mean anything. Whatever comes. Anyway, I love being Kenyan. Only that very soon I'm going to another place. And yeah. So that's it for today. That's today's diary. I've talked much. I actually started feeling pain here. And today, actually it was yesterday, I got an idea from this TikToker who was giving free money methods, and he's actually giving, there's this meme coin that is called, I don't remember its name, but the company has started to distribute their coins so that people can benefit and sell them for their own gains, and I'm liking it. The moment I started to get into crypto, it's when things started to get interesting, and many money making schemes started to come in. But what I've learned is always stick to one thing. Don't go into many things, especially in money matters. Stick to one thing that you only know of. I know crypto for a while, and I might not want to venture into other things, because I might go for a loss, and that might not bring some happiness to me. Of course, there is the aspect of risking, huge returns. But anyway, I'll just figure out. Right now it's about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Yes, no, 1 p.m. and I feel quite bored. For the past, I don't know, 1 week I've not had any exam. The exam that is coming is CSC. It's a computer programming language course. That will be next. The next Nini will be on Friday. It is a chemistry, and which I'm planning to not to do it, to just skip, because I have not prepared. And what I'm planning right now is that I take all these units that I have not done, and they are of 3 types. Actually, from 2 units. That is from the physics last semester, and this physics this semester, and also for the chemistry chemistry units. There's the basic 2A chemistry and the organic chemistry 1. Organic chemistry 1. So I want to take only 1 year so that I can work on them. I do not want to mix them with other units, the biological because I cannot handle, by the way. And when I start to think about it, I'm really not I'm not able to balance mathematics with the biological sciences. it's quite a challenge to me, and I've struggled with it for the longest time, ever since from high school. I was very good at these sciences that were more of. They had no much mathematical in it, mathematics in it. But the sciences that had very much mathematics, and also mathematics itself, I really struggled to balance between the two. Remember, there was also languages in that in high school. There's also some humanity subjects such as CRI. I used to call it that, CRI instead of CRE, Christian Religious Education. There's also, yeah, the languages, the two languages, English and Kiswahili. What else used to be there? Yeah, basically that's what I used to read. I used to take those subjects. Now it is called units in university and colleges. And what I like about university is that you might decide even to skip some units, and you'll do them next year, and that is my plan. I'll do my course very well, or actually I'll pursue my units perfectly. But what I'll not do is that I'll not keep I'll not stress myself with units that I know very well. I will struggle to read them, I'll struggle to study them, because I'm trying to balance the two, the biological and the mathematical. And when I mean mathematical, they just come with extra large mathematical analysis, deep thinking that takes so much energy. So you are just left with no choice, just to leave them. I'll just take them in another year. Since I'm taking a long break, I'll just go read them, and then next year I'll do them as I'll do the exam part and not do. But anyway, that's my plan. I just hope that I'll find. Right now, I'm working towards to have my own money so that I can control my own time here in school. That's my plan. They are weird, but they are achievable. And that's it. That's it for today. I don't have much to add. It's actually 34 minutes. 34 minutes plus the other minutes that I did before. About 45 minutes. And yeah, I have to leave it at this. And this is the day for today. 22 or 23? Whatever. Let me just check. It's on 23rd April 2024. Until tomorrow, adios.